Hey, pleasant good evening to you from Albertville, STMA Arena, home to tonight's contest between the Minnetonka Skippers with a record of 5-2 against the North Wright County Riverhawks, 3-2-1. The starting lineup's being introduced, and goal for Minnetonka, Bryn Dulac, 1 of 6. For Minnetonka, Hannah Baskin, a junior, wearing number 6, and Anna Sorensen, a senior, wears the starting line. At forward, Emily Bayless, a senior, Kylie Mells, a senior, and Ellie Alvarez, also a senior. So Dulac, Baskin, Sorensen, Mells, Alvarez, and Bayless. Before the Riverhawks will be introduced. Now the starting lineups for the Riverhawks. In goal is their senior, Anna LaRose. We'll have her statistics as progresses. On defense, Chloe Finnerty and Jenna. 14 seniors on this North Wright County team. And Bailey Hoffman is one, a forward, getting the start. Her line mates Mackenzie Bourgerie, the team's leading scorer. And Sydney Lemke, another senior, just being introduced now. So those are the starting lineups. LaRose and Dulac are your goaltenders. We will take a quick timeout and then come back with the opening face-off of our game next. You're enjoying high school hockey on the Youth Hockey Hub, brought to you by FVP Parts.
You know what works? FVP Auto Parts work. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.
Splash, splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash. Splash, splash, splash.
The national anthem performed by the band here at STMA Arena. Let's get the goaltenders. Bryn Dulac, we mentioned, one of the best goaltenders in the state, already committed to play her college hockey now. 7 games, 5 and 2.5% save percentage and 3 shutouts. And a goal for North Wright County is Anna LaRose, who's gone all the way for them, almost all of it, saved 9 minutes and 48 seconds. She's allowed 17 goals in 6 games, 3 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Goals against average is 2.82 and a save percentage of 90.6% and no shutouts. The teams that these teams have lost to, certainly no disgrace in any of them. The Riverhawks have lost to Maple Grove, who are still undefeated, 6-1. They lost their last game 5-3 at Eden Prairie. Minnetonka comes in ranked number this week, and their losses are to number 1 and number 2, Andover and Edina. Certainly no disgrace there. And Andover, number 1 this week on everybody's charts, 9-0, and they have already beaten Edina this season. It was in the opening game, 1-0. So those teams took the measure of Minnetonka, holding them to a single goal in each contest. Ready to get underway. Jeff Pappas, my name. Glad to have you along here this evening on the Youth Hockey Hub. And the opening face-off contested between Kylie Mells and Mackenzie Bourgerie. Ready to get underway. St. Michael Albertville Arena, and the Riverhawks control it there in the home white, red, white, and black. Minnetonka, of course, in the road blue. And it's played into the Riverhawk zone, and it'll come to the left of the goal. Chasing after behind the net is Keono. Feeds the far side, and it's going to run on out to center. Hannah Baskin reverses. Carried back in, but it's offside, and we'll get a face-off at neutral ice after only 24 seconds. FVP has a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil. Stay tuned. Batteries and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. They bring you our game tonight, and we'll pick the FVP player of the game. Riverhawks line, and they'll bank it off the glass for Lemke at the Minnetonka blue line. That's broken up and then shot back into the skipper's zone, rink wide to the far side. Anna Sorensen goes after it along the half boards, tries to step around a player, and it comes out and will be played into the bench area for a stoppage. Another stoppage of play, 48 seconds into this game. 6 Minnetonka players: Brent Dulac, Rory Gilday, Hannah Baskin, Lacey Martin, Maggie Nicholson, and Kaylee Crawford have all made Division I commitments. Minnetonka team. 2 of them are going to be playing international. That's one of them, Maggie Nicholson, the captain of this team. Where's number 14 for Minnetonka? Is a centering pass all alone in front with Sydney Peterson, and a save made by Dulac. Boy, a great opportunity for the Riverhawks to get the first goal of the game. Skipper's ice, and they'll take it back for a face-off in the Minnetonka zone. Dulac with a save. Might not have had a real good idea on that one, but Sydney Peterson wide open in front and unable to cash in for the Riverhawks. Face-off coming up to the left of Dulac. Leading goal scorer for Minnetonka, Martin, closes in, is forced behind the net. Looks to center it, and it's tipped off to the far boards by Maddie Skelton. And now here comes North Wright County over the line. Pass to the left is broken up, and it's Grace Sedura, their freshman. The fine player she is. Here's Martin over the line, winds and takes a slap shot, blocker pad saved by Rose off to the right boards. Keono feeds over to the near side. And the Riverhawks come to center. They'll cut in. Here is Aaron Jensen shooting and missing the net wide to Dulac's right, but not by much. Couple of decent scoring chances for the Riverhawks in the open here. Olivia Meredith having trouble, now banks it off to the far side. Skippers try to clear, and they will bring it out to center, but it's broken up in the center circle by Jensen and shot right back in. And Minnetonka will control through Baskin, feeds the near side. It's over 2 minutes gone here in the opening period. A couple of good opportunities for I keep calling them St. Michael Albertville because I'm looking at their rink, and that's not what they are. It's St. Michael Albertville Monticello. It's the cooperative program. North Wright County over the line. And now Gilday feeds off to the near side boards. Is played back around behind the net. Bourgerie feeds the far boards. And the Riverhawks will work it around. This is Bourgerie in the corner. Centers it, and it goes between the feet of the player standing in front of the net. Comes all the way back into the North Wright County zone, and it's Martin turning. Pass to the near side is sticked away by Gilday and played in deep. Back behind the Riverhawks goal. It's played up the near side. We played 3 minutes in the first period. Here's Bourgerie down the near wing. Rink wide pass to the right, and it's offside. Pass over to Lemke, and then Bourgerie proceeded to play in over the blue line, so we'll get a face-off back at neutral. 13:54 to go in the opening period. We played 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Score Albertville. Played into the Minnetonka zone, and Dulac will set it up at the left of the goal for Baskin. And Baskin committed to UMD. Plays it up the near wing boards, and Alvarez plays to the slot. Now fed over to the far side and tipped on out to center, and here's Peterson down the wing. And it's tied up, gets the puck back, and then missed the net to the goaltender's right. Coming around behind the net, a centering pass is stolen away by Alvarez. So Riverhawks giving at least as good as they're getting in the opening 4 minutes of this game. Here's Martin flipping one in. It'll come on to Dulac, and she'll make a stick save that goes to the right of the goal. Baskin tries to clear to the near corner and can't. Going to be held in by Lehman at the left point, and then reverses it back down into the right corner of the Minnetonka zone. Sorensen plays around to the far side, can't get it out. And now a centering pass comes all the way through to the near side, and it's Jensen for the Riverhawks along the near boards. Behind the net, Blair Boutet, number 24, a freshman. Lost possession to Mells for Minnetonka. Now the skippers will come out. Here's Alvarez down the far wing, and from the red, she'll shoot it in and head for the bench as they change. LaRose sets it up behind the goal, and now North Wright County tries the near side. It'll come out to center, and Gilday rink wides for Nicholson, who has it at the red line, and then it back into the zone, and Gilday now in a foot race with Bourgerie, who's back on after a quick rest. Now it comes behind the goal, and it's picked up already. Now Kaylee Crawford feeds over to the near side to Gilday, banks it off the boards, and it's picked up by Sedura on the right. Now ahead, here's Crawford looking for Sedura, a little bit too far, broken up by Bourgerie, and they got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here comes Lemke over the line to Bourgerie on the right, closes in, back to Lemke, and chopped it wide. Now Bourgerie behind the goal. A centering pass hit the back of the cage, and now it's Nicholson controlling in the left corner. There's some lightning out there with Lemke and Bourgerie. And they made a 2-on-1 for themselves. Did everything but get a shot on goal there. Now it's played back deep into the Minnetonka zone to the left, and Baskin controls there. Feeds the left corner for Nicholson, and now played to the blue line, and it's held in. Centering pass for Sydney Peterson won't go. Now loose in the slot, Sedura will pick up the puck and rink wide. It's going to be played out to center by Martin and back in offside. Face-off coming at neutral ice, 11:21 to go in the first period. Face-off coming up. Line shots on goal are 1-1. Chances are a little more stacked in favor of the Riverhawks. Both centers will be tossed. And now it's Mandy Soderholm on the draw for Minnetonka against Peterson, and the skipper's control. Play to the near side boards, and Olivia Meredith plays it ahead. And this is Josie Helling taking a shot. Blocker pad save by LaRose, and it comes to the far boards. Now Martin behind the Riverhawks goal. Minutes to play now in the open wides in her zone. Mackenzie Dunn plays it up the middle looking for Peterson, but it was tipped by LaRoche, who made a nice play there. Peterson had to come back for it, or she would have been offside. Here's Helling cutting to the slot, to the backhand, feeds it to the front area, and Lehman is there to block it. Comes up the slot, and it's poked on out to center. Here's LaRoche backtracking, feeding the slot area, and Gilday will take it back behind the Minnetonka goal. Now feeds the left, it gets past Nicholson and goes all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call. Nicholson and Gilday, members of the USA U18 team as well. And they will play internationally in Slovakia this winter for Team USA at the U18 level. And they are naturally Division I commits. Nicholson has committed to the University of Minnesota, Gilday to Cornell, which is where Dulac is going, her goaltender. And they're both juniors. Now play in the far corner, Bourgerie for the Riverhawks. Comes to the slot area, threads it across to the near side, and Finnerty opts not to chase. Puck comes around to the far side. It's picked up by Bayless along the half wall, fed to the right point, and it's going to be held in. A centering pass comes through to the near side boards. Now Chloe Finnerty will play down. Lemke tried to center, couldn't get it there, and the skippers now feed down the left, and they come out three again. Try to clean up there. 7 minutes gone in the first period. No score here at the STMA Arena. And North Wright County is able to bring the puck out to center. They try to break through the middle, and Hoffman is unable to play it forward. Alvarez cleans up for Minnetonka, and the skippers will regroup at their blue line, and starting the rush is Hannah Baskin. Over the line, Baskin cuts to the far side, ridden off there by Martin. Now behind the net, Baskin falls, and the Riverhawks get the stick handle through center. And this is Skelton over the line. They come across 4 wide. Skelton closes in. A swept through the crease by Lily Gillespie. Number 27, centering pass for Peterson, and a save by Dulac. Some good chances for North Wright County here in the last minute and a half, and nothing in the net at this point. Now here come the Skippers back in, and a shot buzzed over the top by Martin. Long Karam will come all the way back in the Skippers zone, and Gilday will retreat. North Wright County is changing. Gilday hits the blue line, takes a shot, and a save made by LaRose. Dives out to get a stoppage exactly halfway through the first period. 8.5 minutes gone. Shots are 3-3 on the board. And no score. Are brought to you by Splash Ice Melt Shaker Bag. Simply tear open and North Wright County zone. And Dunn plays it around on the near side. Into the second half of the first period. No score here from Albertville. Play in the near corner. Skelton trying to get out and play to the right point. Now a D-to-D pass. Nicholson, top of the right circle, shoots. Didn't get through. And it's picked up there by Walters for North Wright County and played back in. It'll carry him off the back of the net. Soderholm in for Minnetonka. Now the puck is picked up by Olivia Meredith. And a pass on the wrong side of Nicholson. It'll come all the way back in the Minnetonka zone. They'll have to regroup. And that'll give the Riverhawks a chance to change. Nicholson in the right corner. Passes to the left. Right on the tape for Martin. And now played at center. Martin over the line. Goes down. And the Riverhawks able to break that up. It comes to center where it's picked up by Mells. Working to her right. Angles over the line. Mells shoots. And a split save by Rose. And a face-off coming up in the Riverhawk zone. To the goaltender's left. 7:29 left in the opening period. North Wright County won 19 games last season with a junior experience, 14 seniors in this team. Now the puck loose at the left edge of the goal, and LaRose has it underneath the left pad before Bayless can get there, and we'll get a face-off in her zone. They like their schedule. It's a tough one. North Wright County is at Elk River on Thursday, then they're home against Bemidji and Wayzata, another good team. In the 17th, face-off, and the puck loose to the far boards. Now Bourgerie in the right corner. Reverses, comes to the far side, and Lemke plays to the point, but not out. It's held in by Baskin. Top of the loss to Bourgerie, and now Alvarez. Lemke. Behind Lacey Martin. And now Mells picks it up for Minnetonka, and here they come. Mells at the line. Poke check by Hoffman. It comes back deep into the zone. And it's picked up by Sedura in the right corner. Lost it to Bourgerie. And now Bourgerie feeds the left. And Bailey Hoffman had it run off the end of her stick. Picked up by Gilday in the Minnetonka zone. Lost it, and Crawford carries on. And now the puck to the blue line, where it's picked up by McKenna Wilson, another one of the seniors on this team. And now here comes Minnetonka back in over the line. Trying to center was Crawford. Couldn't feed it through. To go in the period. Minnetonka gets possession, though. And behind the net, Sedura for the Riverhawks. Back in the right corner. Now a centering pass comes up the slot. Actually, it was an attempted outlet pass. It was stolen by Nicholson. Feeds the near circle, and Minnetonka will work the puck around. It's Nicholson on the near boards. Will take it behind the net. Tries to center, and it's chopped back in behind. Here's Martin feeding the right. Now is a 2-on-1 with a trailer over the line. And they weren't going to get a shot away. Sidney Peterson, and a nice play by Gilday there to break that up. Behind the net, Skelton tries to center, feeds the circle. Sedura is there for Minnetonka. And a pass to center. Here's Lacey Martin. Over the line, Martin. Oh, toe drag right around the defender on that side, Martin, and then ran the puck past the left post. Now she goes down at the left edge of the goal. Picked up there by Meredith, and over the line they come. Meredith had it poke checked off her stick, and now the Riverhawks back. Poutet will play it in and race after it, chased by Baskin. Puck now loose at the right edge, and the Skippers will get possession. An outlet pass to the near side runs past Helling to center. Finnerty shoots it back in. Dulac will set it up behind the skipper's goal. 4:39 left in the opening period. Finnerty trying to hold the zone. It comes to the left point. It's played back down by Julia Walters. And then they will finish a change, will North Wright County. And now Minnetonka comes out. There's a pass blocked by Lemke over the line. Down she goes. First penalty of the game is coming to Minnetonka. And it'll be against Olivia Meredith. So a power play coming up for North Wright County. Time of the penalty is 12 minutes and 41 seconds for tripping. Actually 16 able to control the rebound. And Minnetonka will break down the near wing. They're dangerous shorthanded. Nicholson winds and whistles one wide of the left post. 4 minutes to go in the first period, and the Riverhawks set up on their power play again, and here they come. This is Lemke. Will carry it over the Minnetonka line. Played it around Mells. Was behind the net, is looking for support. Now feeds the puck behind the goal. Lemke controls. Bergerie back to Lemke. Centering pass from in deep is cleared. From all the way back into the Riverhawks zone. Minute 20 in the power play. Goal feeds the high slot. Martin takes a shot. Stick saved by Dulac off to the left boards. Finnerty controlling along the half wall. Will go into the corner. They'll try to work out. Here's Finnerty in the left corner. Drags around one player. Now tries to feed the circle. It's Bergerie. Now here's Martin. Back to Bergerie with a shot. Doesn't get through. And where is it? It's actually in the equipment of the Minnetonka defender. On that side, Hannah Baskin will get first. 49 seconds of power play time remaining in a scoreless contest. Puck down. Riverhawks get control. Kiono feeds the far circle. Centering pass. Stick save by Dulac. And now here's Boutet feeding the far circle. Boutet, and they'll work it along the half wall. Sydney Peterson. Boutet. Now Kiono shoots, and it doesn't get through, but the rebound is cleared. There's three sophomores out there in this now for Minnetonka. We have a penalty behind the power play. Is heading to the penalty box for North Wright County is Julia Walters. So that's going to mean 4 aside for 21 seconds, followed by a power play of 1:39 for Minnetonka. Barring any further penalties, we'll skate 4 aside for a little bit here. Nicholson controls at the right point for Minnetonka. And now gives it over to Gilday. Shot, and saved by LaRose. Rebound is steered away by Martin to the left side boards. And now they'll try to come out of the corner, and it'll be picked up there. Bouncing puck. Lemke backhands it ahead. Minnetonka's at full strength, and they are on the power play now. And this is Sedura. Taking it around behind the net. 2:09 to go in the first period. Sedura along the near boards left it there. And players from both teams battle for it. It comes to the right point, and Gilday holds it in. Feeds it back to the near circle. Martin shoots. Saved by LaRose and swept the rebound right back into the pads to get a stoppage. 1:14 left in the power play for Minnetonka and 1:52 to go. And the first shots are 6-5 for Minnetonka in the opening period. Is able to disrupt for a few extra seconds. Not bad work there by the sophomore. Minnetonka comes back. Crawford. It's too far for her over the line, and the puck is cleared by Skelton all the way back down. Now Gilday having trouble again with Sydney Peterson. It comes behind the net, and Nicholson will control. 40 in the power play for Minnetonka. Check that Mells. Now to the near side. Here's Helling over the line. Helling. Watched there carefully by Martin. Helling centers, comes to the right circle. Here's a shot by Martin. A save, rebound in front is cleared away. Last minute of play in the period. 20 seconds in the power play, and a good chance for Minnetonka. Lacey Martin probably there. Here's a shot. A save made by LaRose. Rebound chopped wide. Minnetonka buzzing now. 10 seconds in the power play. And they managed to kill it off, but Minnetonka behind the net. Helling comes out the right side, looks to center. That's blocked. Helling still in possession. Comes to the slot, and then a pass is blocked and comes out to center. Minnetonka finishing a change. The Riverhawks need one, and here's Martin over the line. Lacey Martin closes in, plays it past two, and then goes down. And Minnetonka fans perhaps looking for a penalty. A bouncing puck picked up, and now the Riverhawks back with 10 seconds to go. It's Bergerie down the left with half a step. Bergerie closes in, and a blocker pad saved by Dulac. Good turn of speed by Mackenzie Bergerie as the first period comes to an end. And we are scoreless here in Albertville. Shots in the first period, 7-6 for Minnetonka. And on the scoreboard, well, there isn't any score. Not a bad first here from STMA Arena in Albertville. You're enjoying high school hockey here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
You know what works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works. You know what works?
Little splash when your windshield's getting dirty. Just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, splash, splash. Apply a little splash when your windshield's getting dirty. Just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
in Albertville. Ready for the start of the second period. Jeff Pappas with you with the call tonight as Minnetonka 5-2. Locked in a scoreless duel with North Wright County. 3 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie this season. The tie for North Wright County came against Rose. Second period underway. Teams attack toward their benches in the second. So North Wright County works left to right as we call the second period for you. And now a Minnetonka player, Mells, falls hard as puck is played into the skipper zone. It's picked up by Baskin. Up the middle looking for Mells over the line. Got away from a swipe by Finnerty, and now the puck runs out to center, and we get a whistle. We have an offside. Play slowed up after 23 seconds, so we'll get a face-off outside the Riverhawks blue line. Crawford's line is on for Minnetonka. It's the first line against Maddie Skelton, with Gillespie and Sidney Peterson out there. That's the number 2 line on the depth chart anyway for the Riverhawks. Puck comes out to center from the faceoff, and Wilson will play it over to the far side. Picked up there by Peterson, who shoots it back into the Minnetonka zone. Sorensen will go behind the net. Feeds the left for Lacey Martin and can't get out. Loose along the near boards, picked off. Peterson fanned on the shot, and the puck came back to her, but it's picked up by Martin. Of course, Sedura couldn't get it to her. Gets it back, though. Settles for Nicholson, who winds. 1:42 gone. Scoreless. Meredith will face off against Bourgerie, and the puck controlled by the center for the Riverhawks, Bourgerie. Now played back into the Riverhawks zone. It's a turnover. Meredith centers it, and it comes onto the goaltender. LaRose will stick it over the glass and out of play. Face-off coming up to her left. .15:04 to go in the middle session. Bourgerie on the face-off, and the puck comes to her. And it runs off her stick. Gilday holds it in. Bouncing puck right onto LaRose. Another stoppage coming. And a face-off again in the River. And in too early in the face-off there was Soderholm from Minnetonka, and I think it's going to cost him the center. It will. Soderholm will come in and draw against Lemke. Puck down and comes to Gilday. Shoots, deflected wide to the boards, and Lemke plays it ahead to center. Here's Bourgerie on the turn over the line. Bourgerie, and it's offside. On the left. The Minnetonka blue line. 2:17 to go. 2:17 gone, I should say, in period number 2. Mells and Skelton, and a clean win for Skelton for the Riverhawks, who plays it into the zone. And it's Baskin behind the goal. Lost it to Peterson. Puck runs up the slot, and now Minnetonka comes out to center. Bayless over the line. Tried to play it around the defender on that side, couldn't get it through. Comes loose to the near boards. Peterson tries to tip it out to center. It's Gillespie. Now played ahead, Skelton into the zone. Plays it back behind the Minnetonka goal. We have a whistle, and behind the play, we have a penalty. Seconds of period number 2. And heading to the penalty box is Minnetonka's Lisa LaRoche. Second power play coming up for North Wright County. Puck comes to the point, and it's played down by Martin, and it comes back into the Riverhawk zone. LaRose sets it up, and the Riverhawks in the right corner. Picked up by Martin, feeds the left, and Bourgerie will tip it into the Minnetonka zone and chase after it. Bourgerie played around behind for Lemke. Lemke takes a shove and goes down, and they Riverhawks bench wanted a penalty there too. They could have been calling them both ways on this shift here. Bergerie in the near side. Has it in the circle. Plays it beside. Now a centering pass up the slot and unable to shoot. Skelton comes to the high slot. Trying to come out of the left corner and can't play it to the front of the net. Runs on the blue line and brought back in offside by Martin. We'll get a face-off at neutral ice. 52 seconds in their power play. 13:03 to go in the second period. Shots officially are 9-8, and I think that's a little bit low on the Minnetonka end. They had a couple of opportunities that went on to LaRose that were not put on the shot board, including the one that was sticked over the glass and out of play. Face-off controlled by the Riverhawks. Here's Bergerie over the Minnetonka line. Takes it in deep. And then left it in the left corner. They'll try to cycle out. Here's Bergerie again in the near corner. Poked out to the right point, and Martin will hold it in. Martin centers it, backhanded shot, they score! And the Riverhawks on the power play have opened the scoring. And Lemke gets the first goal of the game. It is a power play goal at 4 minutes and 27 seconds. And it is North Wright County off to the lead. Brennan Martin getting the only assist on the goal by Lemke. And the puck is on to the goaltender LaRose, making the save. Lemke's 6th goal of this season. Power play goal at 4:27, and it's a 1-0 lead behind the North Wright County goal. Comes around to the left corner, Meredith. Baskin. Rink wides one through to the near corner. Finnerty topped a clearing pass. And puck comes around to the near side boards. Cleared but not out. Meredith. Rink wides it back across to the far side. Soderholm for Minnetonka. Behind the net. And comes out the near side. Still in possession. To the high slot. Still in possession. Now feeds the far side. Picked up by Helling for Minnetonka, feeds the middle, and now it's overskated. Here's Boutet for North Wright County. Now Gillespie will relay it back on into the zone. 11:17 to go in the second period. A 1-0 game. And North Wright County getting possession. Hoffman trying to come off the wing boards with it and can't. And Minnetonka comes out. Here's a pass to center. Soderholm over the line, has had a long shift. Takes the shot, and LaRose takes that in the midsection, but let a rebound get away. And now it's controlled. A pass a little bit too far for Bergerie at center, and now Nicholson back in the zone. Having trouble there with Lemke. Feeds it up to the near side, and it comes on out to center. Here comes Minnetonka. They come across 4 wide. Crawford threw it across, and Nicholson unable to tip home. Sedura feeds the right point. Here's a shot that, and now it's played around behind the North Wright County goal. Hoffman along the far boards. There's a hit thrown, and now here comes Bergerie. A saucer pass to the right, just a hair behind Lemke, who has to circle back for it. Now plays it in as they change. Dulac behind the goal. Now Nicholson. 10:14 to go, and here's Nicholson. At center, swings past Peterson. Angles in over the line to the near side. Works in. Oh, and a nice toe drag, and then a shot goes wide. And pulled it around the defender on that side, McKenna Wilson. Now Sedura behind the goal. Feeds Mells. And now fed to the far side. Finnerty can't get out, and Minnetonka holds on. And this is a good shift for them. Here's off coming. as Anna LaRose has been pretty good here in the second period. Mel's coming close. Shots now 12-9 Minnetonka. They might have fixed that issue earlier. But the shot board is 12-9 on the shot board, but North Wright County leads 1-0 on the scoreboard on the goal by Sydney Lemke. On a power play at 4:27 from Brenna Martin. And we'll get a face-off to the right of LaRose. Now it's picked up by at the left point, feeds the near circle. Now played down behind the net. A centering pass. It's tipped before it can get through to Bayless. And now Sedura lost it, and here's a breakaway for Bergerie. Going in on goal, Bergerie dekes and scores! Mackenzie Bergerie, what a play! Scores for North Wright County on the breakaway, and it's 2-0. The leading scorer, Mackenzie Bergerie's 7th goal of the season. That will be unassisted. And the time of the goal is 7 minutes, 38 seconds of period number 2. Good, patient effort by Bergerie. So it is an unassisted goal, and it's 2-0 now for North Wright County. And here comes Minnetonka down the near side. Alvarez cuts to the slot, leaves it for Mells, takes a shot, toe saved by LaRose, and pulls the rebound in to get a stoppage. Coming up on the halfway mark of regulation time, and it's 2-0 for the Riverhawks. Lemke at 4:27. Bergerie at 7:38. Play in the right corner of the Riverhawks zone. They'll dig it out. And play to the blue line, held in there momentarily by Helling. And now they will play it in deeper. Helling will pick it up top of the right circle, puts on a move, cuts to the slot, a shot deflected over the top of the cage. Gilday along the far boards. Over to Nick. Fakes the shot, and then puck rolls to the circle, and the Riverhawks will come out. Here's Martin. Plays it into the zone. Now Minnetonka with a flyer out there in the form of Soderholm, and they can't get the puck to her. Now Peterson over the line, lost possession. Under 8 minutes to go in the second period, and here's a steal. It's picked up by Skelton in the circle, closes in, and a shot deflected wide. Skelton followed her shot and picks it up along the near, cuts to the slot, and then over skated, sweeps to an open wing on the near side. It's picked up there by Maggie Nicholson and back around behind the Riverhawks. They have the advantage, and they're moving their feet. They're moving very well. It's picked up now by Gillespie, tipped on into the zone by Skelton, who chases after it. Minnetonka trying to finish the change. Now a hit thrown in the left corner. Not sure who hit who there, but both players fell. The referee invites them both to regain their skates, and now Minnetonka comes out 3-on-2 if they hurry. Martin over the line. Works to the left, and it's poke checked away. Finnerty, the sophomore, nice play there. Now loose to the near slot, and it runs past the point player on that side, Sorensen. It comes back out to center. Baskin feeds it ahead to Martin, and that's broken up at the blue line. Baskin for Minnetonka tries to carry in and can't. Picked up by Crawford and fed to the right to Sedura. Tries to cut in, and then Sedura winds up knocking the defender down. And here's Martin closing in, shooting, and a save made. And face-off coming up as LaRose makes the stop, and a rough ride there through. Takes a shove as she stopped play, but then Sedura got tangled up with a North Wright County player just prior to that, so face-off controlled by Martin behind the goal. 6:26 to go in period number 2. It's played around behind the net. Wilson Reverses to the far side. Hoffman along the boards. Now Wilson back to Hoffman. Can they get out? No, they can't. It comes to Gilday at the right point. Feeds the far circle. They try to center. It's blocked, and Borgerie controls. Feeds to the right point. Held in by Gilday on the backhand. Now fed to the far half wall. Players from both teams. And now it comes up to the high slot. Bayless can't drag it in front of it. And now it's played rink wide to the near side for Lemke. Over the Minnetonka line, trying to play it by Nicholson. Good luck there. Now the puck is played into the Riverhawks zone. Chasing it down in the right corner is Martin. Sweeps it around on the boards to the near side. Bayless there to come off the wall with it. Bayless in the circle and can't get in front of the net to shoot. 5.5 to go in the period. Borgerie drags it in front of her goal. Now goes to the far side and will flip it over the boards and into the Minnetonka bench. And we'll get a stoppage with 5:23 left in the second period. FVP has a dominating lineup. Reach for what works. With FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. Bringing you tonight's contest in Albertville. 2-0 to score. Home team on top. Lehman feeds to the right point. Held in there by LaRoche. Feeds the near circle. A shot. And that goes over the top off the stick of Baskin. And the long carom will come back into the Minnetonka zone where Lisa LaRoche will pick it up. Feeds the near side for Baskin. And just tie it up along the boards. And it's picked up now. Dropped back deep by Meredith. Back to Baskin. Under 5 minutes to play. Baskin feeds Soderholm. It's on the wrong side. Meredith plays it forward from center. And it's picked up and played back into the zone by Blair Boutin. And it's going to be an icing call. She did it from her own side of center. So 4 face-off back to the right of Anna LaRose, who stopped all 14 of the shots that she has faced. North Wright County, as we mentioned, had lost to Maple Grove and to Eden Prairie for their 2 losses. Minnetonka's setbacks against Andover and Edina. Now played behind the net. It's picked up by Finnerty. Feeds the far side. Riverhawks play to center. Nice threaded pass to Skelton. Over the line. Skelton comes to the near side boards. Flips a backhander in front, and it comes through to the far side where Sedura will pick it up. With a full head of steam, here's Grace Sedura over the line. Tries to cut in, and is poke checked off at the last moment by Kiono. Now a pass rolls toward the right point, and it's backhanded back down by Nicholson. Sedura along the boards will elect to go behind for Minnetonka in the near side corner. Loses it in the by Gillespie, who falls. Carrying on Skelton, playing it into the Minnetonka zone under 4 minutes to go. And now here comes Lacey Martin over the line for Minnetonka. Martin closes in, and that shot is deflected over the top by Finnerty. Comes to the near sideboards, 3:44 to go in the period. Sedura falls behind the goal. Finnerty to the left corner, plays it ahead, and it's blocked along the wall by Mells. Nicholson sidesteps a player. Nicholson cuts to the slot, shoots, it's loose in front. Rebound is Mells, and that is poked off the defense and wide. Now Mells centers. Nicholson shoots, and a save by LaRose at a faceoff in the North Wright County zone, and Anna LaRose on the angles so far has looked real good. Stopped all 15 shots she's faced. Some of them difficult, and everything that Maggie Nicholson puts on you is hard to stop. She's got great skill. Face off to the right of LaRose. Outplayed to the near side, and it runs past Borgerie. Now along the boards, Borgerie tips it out to center, and Mells drops it back, and Minnetonka with 3:10 to go in the second period. Now it's picked up by Borgerie in the Minnetonka zone, and she lost possession. Mells tries to feed the right, and that is backhanded back to the line by Martin. It's loose at the neutral ice area, and here's Martin controlling, works to the right. Over the Minnetonka line, Martin closes in, takes a shot, and it can off the goaltender Dulac, and it went off the right arm. Had a ticket for the right corner there, but the goaltender had enough of the angle to make the save. Here's Sorensen along the far wall at center behind the North Wright County goal. Now Bayless swings around and scores! Emily Bayless on a wraparound, and Minnetonka is on the board at 14 minutes and 36 seconds. Emily Bayless. That was nicely done and opportunistic. Bayless has scored her 4th goal of the season for Minnetonka. Likely as not unassisted, but we'll see. And it's 2-1. Okay, so they did give an assist to Mells on the goal, so it is Bayless from Mells, Minnetonka on the board. They trailed 2-1. Here's Nicholson with 2:04 to go in the period. Nicholson to the far boards. Out of the corner she comes, centers it, and a shot goes off the goaltender as Helling. Now loose in front. Meredith can't get the puck to sit. Here's Nicholson, back over to Meredith in the circle, closes in. That's deflected wide of the goal by Skelton to the far side. And now Peterson plays it to center. Here's a chance, and over skating it was Gillespie. And would have had a breakaway, but Nicholson carries back in. Over the line, Nicholson plays it right to the edge of the goal. And now it's chipped ahead, but not out. Only as far as Meredith high in the slot. Meredith, Roche, and lost it. Minnetonka's changing as the puck is cleared all the way down the ice, and the Riverhawks will get a stoppage with 1:09 to go in the second period. Their lead trimmed to 2-1. Bayless from Mells at 14:36, and it's 2-1. From the face-off, it's controlled in the right corner by Martin, played towards the right. LaRoche holding it in. Last minute of play in the period. It's picked up by Borgery, tries to break through the middle, and then Borgery's ridden off by way. Under 50 to go in the period. Here's Martin, 3-on-2, over the line. Martin forced wide, centers it, and a stop by LaRose. What a play on Crawford. Now a centering pass, Sedura is stopped. And now here comes Lemke down the far wing for the Riverhawks. Over the line, Lemke fires, and that's blocked by Baskin to the right corner. Now a hit thrown on Baskin in the corner. They're letting them play now. 20 seconds to go in the period. A puck shot all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call on Minnetonka with 15 seconds to play in the period. We're brought to you tonight by Splash Ice Melt Shakers, where safety really matters. Kaylee Crawford robbed in front on a fine stop by LaRose about 30 seconds ago. And I think both coaches are upset here. They dropped the puck, but the referee on that side is still engaged with the Minnetonka bench and Coach Tracy Casano. So they will wait until the undivided attention of both referees is on the game here, and we'll get back to live action. Should be an interesting third period here. In the circle, but then it ran off her stick blade with 10 seconds to go. It's cleared to center. And now here's Bayless over the line. Leaves it for Alvarez to the right. There's a shot. Save LaRose, and the rebound is cleared as the period comes to an end, and we're going to have a barn burner of a third. Shots in the second period favor Minnetonka by a margin of 11-5, but 2 Wright County's 5 wind up in the net. Goals for Lemke at from Emily Bayless at 14:36, and that is where we stand after 2 periods. It is North Wright County 2, Minnetonka 1. Back with the third period after this here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
FVP Auto Parts Work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works. FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.
Splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
Back in Albertville at STMA Arena, Jeff Pappas with you with the third period call here on the Youth Hockey Hub tonight. After 2 periods, North Wright County in a upset bid, I guess you could call it, but it would be a mild upset, I guess you could say. A team with 14 seniors that won 19 games a season ago, taking on a Minnetonka team that has lost only to the top 2 teams in our Youth Hockey Hub staff poll, Andover and Edina, this season. 2-1 as the third period gets underway. Penalty boxes are empty. Teams go back to their original ends, and that'll mean Minnetonka works left to right as we call the third period for you, and we are underway. It's picked up and played ahead and into the Minnetonka bench, so we'll get a stoppage, an immediate stoppage, and a face-off coming. 5 seconds played here in the third period. Bourgerie will draw against Mells from the face-off. They need one more goal. And over the line they come. Baskin plays to the right. It's picked up by Alvarez. And now to the left point it comes. Infinity plays it down to Bourgerie. Looks to center it, and it runs up the stick of Sidney Lemke, who has one of their 2 goals tonight. Played over to the boards. Lemke feeds the far circle. That's intercepted. And the Skippers will step to center. Picked up by Baskin. And plays it in over the line. Skippers go behind the net. Their first foray there in the third period. Here's Crawford along the far boards for Minnetonka, feeding the left point. Plays it around behind the net. It'll come around to the near side to Sedura. But in has to come out to center. Drops to Nicholson. And now over to Gilday on the right. And here comes Rory Gilday over the line. Now Sedura behind the net. Penalty is coming. Here's Nicholson feeding it beside the net. A shot goes off the traffic and wide. And now it's pinned against the right post as Helling made a bid to tie the game. But now we have a holding penalty coming up after 1:06 of the third period. And it is going to go again. Lily Gillespie for North. And that'll be power play number 2 for Minnetonka. 0 for 1 so far, and the puck is cleared. Back into the Minnetonka zone. Nicholson plays it back over to Gilday. Nicholson. Over the line. Nicholson takes it deep, centers it, and they score! In front of the goal, and Minnetonka's tied the game at 2 on the power play. Haley Crawford has got us back to blank paper here at 1:43. Both teams are 1 for 2 on the power play. 5th goal of the season for Crawford. And Nicholson gets the assist on the power play goal at 1:43, and now it's brought into the zone, and here's a shot. LaRose out to challenge, making the save on Lacey Martin. Minnetonka has rallied from 2-0 down, and now here's Bourgerie over the line. Takes it in deep. Knocked off by Martin behind the net, looking to center it. Now, good opportunity in front of the net for Julia Walters, and a face-off coming up in the Minnetonka zone. 14:29 to play. In regulation time now, Minnetonka has rallied from a 2-goal deficit to get the game tied up. Here's Nicholson in the left corner, playing it ahead, and out to center it comes. Played back to Nicholson. Rink wide to the near side, and now a pass is off the boards, and carrying on is Bayless, and then lost it trying to get around Brianna Martin. Bayless along the far boards, flips one towards the net, and now Alvarez along the half. A shot from in tight by Bayless, and goes off the traffic and wide. 20-12 now, Minnetonka on the shot board, and the puck is banked towards the point, held in, and Minnetonka will keep it in. Here's a backhanded shot right on once and twice, and LaRose stopped Ellie Alvarez on 2 occasions, and Minnetonka's come out flying here in the third period. 3 minutes, 25 seconds gone in the third, and they've got this one tied up at 2. Minnetonka 5-2 on the season. North Wright County 3 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Looking to snap a 2-game winless streak here. They're tied up in the third against a very good Minnetonka team. Now the Skippers get possession, and it's fed to the far circle. Here's a shot, and it goes wide of the cage. Taken by Soderholm, and now it comes onto the goaltender. And a save made by LaRose. Face-off coming up. 13-12 to go in the third period. FVP has a dominating lineup. Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. Now here comes Sidney Peterson down the wing. Peterson tried to drag it past the defender. Now a follow-up by Skelton comes all the way through. And Peterson in the high slot. Back down, it's deflected, they score! Skelton stayed with it, and North Wright County goes back in front 3-2. She and Sidney Peterson. And that's just like that. North Wright County is back on top. Skelton fourth. So it's Peterson getting the assist on the goal. And the puck now comes out to center. Played back in to the Minnetonka zone, and now the Skippers have to regroup again. Here's Nicholson playing it over the line. That's stolen away. Pass ahead, Lemke, and it ran off her stick. A clean catch there would have had a breakaway, and they wind up with no shot. And Jensen on the backhand for North Wright County will play it into the zone. And here's Aaron Jensen taking it in deep. Tried to come in front as she falls, takes a shot, and it goes wide of the net. Now here comes Mells through center. Mells over the line. Left a drop pass, not strong enough, and it's cleared out to center. 11:45 to play in the third, and now blocking a pass, Lehman. It's picked up by Mells. They play for it at neutral ice, and it's over the line, and now going in as Bayless had it run off the end of her stick. Up the slot it comes. LaRoche winds and shoots. That's blocked by Boutet. Now to the right point it comes. It's played down by Baskin. Into the near corner. 11:16 to play. Runs towards the left edge, and it's picked up there. Head to the near corner. 11:09 to play. And it rings the boards to the far side where Lehman picks it up along the far boards. It comes to the high slot, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. It'll go wide to the right of the goal, and no icing. Now it's played up the near side. That's broken up before it can get to Alvarez. Now Alvarez controls, plays it ahead, and it's going to run to the right of the goal. LaRose will get the stoppage as Emily Bayless arrives a stride too late. 10:43 left in the third. 2 for the Riverhawks. Maddie Skelton with a go-ahead goal is first. Riverhawks have been outshot 22-13 in this game. Nicholson in the slot, backhands it towards the net, knocked down by Soderholm unintentionally. And now here is Bergerie at center, 2-on-2. Over the line, Bergerie tries to thread it through. They try to go back to her, and it's broken up in the slot by Meredith. for Minnetonka. Borgery controls it now. Loose along the far board. Soderholm picks it up for Minnetonka. Feeds the near side, and chasing after it is Helling. Comes to the near boards. It's picked up there by Meredith, who plays it back in the zone, but Borgery controls. Now they work a little 1-2, and Borgery tips it in deep, chases after it along with Nicholson. Borgery gets there first and falls, and now Minnetonka controls with under 10 minutes to play. This is Meredith over the line. Meredith still in possession. And now here's a shot, a save made, and the puck trickled wide. Helling with the initial effort. Now Soderholm behind the net for Minnetonka. Comes out the near side, feeds it over to Baskin, throws it in the middle, and it's picked off. The Riverhawks are able to come out to center with it anyway, and Skelton, who has back to Skelton over the line. Skelton in the circle, through a screen, shoots, and Dulac makes the save. Really had the defender Baskin set up nicely to screen the goaltender there. Shot might have gone wide anyway, but Dulac had the angle covered and made the save. 9:23 left in the third period, and a faceoff coming up to the right of Bryn Dulac in the Minnetonka goal. Puck down, Martin shoots, and Borgery tips it. It goes over the glass and out of play. Faceoff is inside. Borgery to face off. 9:18 left in the third. Puck down, Borgery takes it right to the goal, and a save by Dulac. Borgery won the face-off and stepped around the Minnetonka center, Crawford, and went right to the goal. Dulac made the save. Some good skill by Mackenzie Borgery, and now puck picked up, and the skipper's Sedura falls, and we have a penalty coming on North Wright County. It is going to put Minnetonka on a power play with 9:04 to play. And I don't see the indication. It might be hooking, but the penalty is going to be against Lemke. Time of the penalty is 7 minutes and 56 seconds of the third period. And it's power play number 3 for Minnetonka. Let's get the call. It is a body check. That's third power play, second of this third period. Crawford had it between her skates and then gave it away. Now Martin behind the net. Comes out the near side, coming up on the halfway mark of the third period. Nicholson through traffic, shoots, LaRose makes the save, and a face-off. Coming in the Riverhawks zone. 31 seconds gone in the power play. 1:29 remains in it. 8:33 to go in the period. 3-2 North Wright County on top. Penalty, Crawford. The face-off, the puck comes to the left point. Bodies flying everywhere. Now picked up by Finnerty and tries to clear. It's going to be held in on the blue line. And Finnerty works to the left. Now finally will bank it off the boards to Borgery. And a long slap shot from outside the line sails wide left of the goal. Gilday for Minnetonka. Feeds the far side. Lacey Martin over the line. Puck played to the right corner, and Skelton. And now it's shot all the way down the ice. Martin with 13 goals leads Minnetonka in 7 games, but Tracy Casano saying before the game that 5 for the year. Here they come. Here's LaRoche shooting, and a save by LaRose. Face-off coming up. 36 seconds remaining in the power play for Minnetonka. 3 minors for 6 minutes against the Riverhawks tonight. 2 for 4 minutes against Minnetonka. Puck shot all the way down the ice. It'll come on to the goaltender Dulac. Now Baskin will go behind the net and set up one more power play rush for Minnetonka. Comes to the near side. Mells, they have trouble with it, and Baskin has to weave her way through on the near side. Here's Hannah Baskin. Over the line. 7:15 to play in the third. Sedura tried to cut to the slot, and the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. And the penalty is over. North Wright County is killed off the power play, and there's just under 7 minutes to play in this one. 3-2. Riverhawks on top, trying to hand Minnetonka a third loss. Here's Bergerie behind the goal, centers from a sharp angle, and a chance for Lemke, and it popped wide of the goal to the right. Now Sedura tries to play it forward, can't. Bayless gets it though, and now feeds Mells. A pass to the line, gunning a long shot was LaRoche, and a pad saved by LaRose. Pass ahead, and changing anyway. And now here's Meredith ringing the net for Minnetonka, feeding the far side, and the Skippers feed the middle. Now Nicholson forced back, pass to the left, and Sedura tried to dance through center, and now it's played back in the Minnetonka zone with 6:10 to go. Now here's Helling down the near wing. Over the line, Helling unable to play it towards the net as it went off the defense. Now picked up, and now here comes a 3-on-1. Sidney Peterson over the line, shoots, and Dulac made the save. Maybe a little bit quick there. Peterson had two wingers and opted to take it in for the shot. Now the puck cleared to the left point, and Finnerty, top of the circle, gets it back on a return, cuts in front, and it's swept away. It'll come way back into the North Wright County zone past Keono, and we'll go 3-2 North Wright County. And now Baskin feeds the left side, and loose at center. Martin tried to play it ahead for Minnetonka. Now it's shot back in by Lemke, and now Minnetonka will go back for it as Sedura now comes down the near wing. Over the line, played it by one. Sedura closes in, and then it was knocked away as she tried to shoot. Puck to Sedura behind the goal, looking for someone in front. Now feeds the top of the circle. A shot blocked at the defense, and now it rolls towards the left point. Sorensen there, can't hold it in, and it out to center, and it's played back in offside. So we'll get a face-off with 4:56 to go. North Wright County. Anna LaRose made 24 saves tonight for North Wright County and has looked sharp throughout this contest. Now North Wright County in control. Riverhawks try to play it ahead. Martin had it knocked off her stick. Mells over the line, and now Bayless can't control it. Played in deep. After it is Alvarez. They go to the boards. Mells behind the net. Now Alvarez comes to the near side boards, and players from both teams scrap for it. Now Alvarez tries to come out of the corner. It's underneath Mells, and they let her get up. The puck now freed up. Alvarez trying to find space. Bayless loose at the left edge, and now swung around behind the net to the far side. Here's Boutet trying to poke it past Nicholson and can't. Now it runs up the slot, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. That'll be icing on North Wright County with exactly 4 minutes to play. We'll get a face-off on the right corner of the North Wright County zone, where Anna LaRose waits in for North Wright County. Face-off coming up. Bergerie on the draw. Runs up the slot. Here's LaRoche shooting. That goes off the traffic to the far side. Lemke pokes at it. Can't get it out. And now it's played down by Baskin behind the net. Now Sedura. And they collide. And here's a break up the middle. Bergerie closing in. Backhanded shot. And a save by Dulac. There, the freshman Sedura collided with LaRoche and created a breakaway situation for the Riverhawks. And now Minnetonka dodging a bullet there as Sedura can't play it forward, and it's knocked back deep into the Minnetonka zone. Baskin in the right corner. Up the middle, here comes Minnetonka. Martin angling to the left, poke checked at the blue line. Carrying on is Mells trying to play it over the line, and did. Mells 1 against 4, and now it's played To the far side, Martin shoulders the opposite number, Skelton off the puck, but she comes back to it. Skelton comes behind the net, comes out the far side with it, still in possession on the backhand. Poke checked away and out to center. Chasing it down is Martin. Now played into Sydney Peterson over the line. Long shot, goes wide of the goal to the goaltender's right. The carom to the boards is picked up by Bourgerie, and now here comes Minnetonka. Through center. Poke checked away at the blue line. They can't get in. Nice work on the blue line. Here's Bourgerie down the near wing and is unable to bring it in front of the goal, but we got a whistle and an offside with 2:14 left. We're getting into timeout territory now. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the third, and North Wright County holding on to a 3-2 lead. Shots in the third period. And there is a timeout. With 2:14 to go, shots in the third period. Minnetonka has 8, and North Wright County also has 8 for the game. It's 26-19 for Minnetonka. Let's take a quick break while we have a timeout. Back with the end of our game right after this.
You know what works? FVP Auto Parts work. Trusted, tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. And FVP Reach for what works.
Splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, splash, splash. Apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting cold, when you apply a little splash.
Back at STMA Arena in Albertville as we get ready for the last 2:14 of the third period. Jeff Pappas with you with the call tonight as North Wright County and Keelan McCauley looking for a big win over Minnetonka. For now, Bryn Dulac goes back to the goal. 2:14 to go. And a face-off. Crawford and Bourgerie, and plays it off the boards, held in by Bourgerie, closes in, and it's off the traffic to the near side. And now Minnetonka down the near wing, Lacey Martin. Under 2 minutes to go. Martin plays it around to the far side looking for Bayless, who has the puck at the right edge. Bayless swings in front, a shot, and LaRoche makes the save, they score! With 1:46 to go. And Minnetonka gets the tying goal. I don't know who scored it. There was a mad scramble there. Bayless is the first to the bench, which might mean it was her, but we'll see. It comes at 15-14. And we're even again at 3. Minnetonka did not have the goaltender pulled. It was not a 6-on-5 situation. But we'll see who gets credit for this one. It is Bayless. And Crawford getting the assist. Bayless' second goal of the game and 5th of the season. And we have 1:24 to go in regulation and a 3-3 tie. Here comes Crawford over the line. And now here's Bourgerie. And a shot and a save made by Dulac. And they get the odd player rush in the last minute and a half, which, if I'm thinking like Tracy Casano, I'm thinking that is a little bit too close for comfort. Give up a 2-on-1 with that kind of time remaining on the clock. Face-off coming up to the left of Dulac. Comes towards Dulac and then makes a save. Now with 1:08 to go, the Skippers try to break out. Sedura can't get past Peterson, and we get a whistle. Puck is underneath them, and we're going to get a face-off in the Minnetonka zone to the right of Dulac with 1:02 to play in the third period. It's been a good one. Face-off coming up. Bergerie wins the draw. Finnerty can't see the net, backhands to the far side. Sorensen plays it ahead, backhanded by Alvarez and out to center. Peterson chases, a rink-wide pass is tipped by Mells, and Minnetonka gets possession. Baskin plays it forward, that's picked off by Finnerty, and over the line they come. Finnerty centered it. It's lying in the slot, and Minnetonka clears but not out. Now for it with 35 to play in regulation. Near side, it hops Finnerty's stick. And now comes to center and is picked up to Peterson, who rink wides it into the Minnetonka zone. Nicholson will chase after it and now feeds it around on the near side. Too far for Gilday with 20 seconds to go in the third. It's tipped and into the North Wright County zone, but it's going to be an icing call on Minnetonka with 14 seconds to play, 14.9 to be exact. And we'll take a face-off to the right. No, we will not. Bergerie on the faceoff, wins it cleanly. Martin shoots. Dulac makes the save through traffic. Finnerty at the right point. 8 seconds to go. Lemke plays it behind the net for Bergerie, trying to center. Stick behind the goal by Dulac. And we are going to go to overtime as we have a 3-3 tie. Minnesota scores twice in the third period. 10 for Minnetonka and 10 for North Wright County. So how do you like that? Shots on goal through 3 are 28-21. We'll take a break here. They have a 3-minute break on the clock to let the teams rest up for overtime. Back with bonus hockey here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
You know what works? Auto Parts work. Tested, selected. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.
Splash, apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
And we are preparing for overtime. If you're a Minnetonka fan, you can look at this as the glass half full or the glass half empty. They have not won a game this year where they have scored fewer than 6 goals. They have not lost a game where they've scored more than once. So we'll figure as they're sitting on 3 here as the overtime period gets ready to begin. As for North Wright County, they are in a stretch where, but for a team that with a record of 3 wins, 2 losses, and a tie, this is a good team. We watched a good game tonight between 2 pretty fine teams here. But they're trying to snap a 2-game winless streak, a 4-4 tie against Roseau. Their first game of the season also went to overtime, and they won against Anoka Spring Lake Park 2-1 in the first game of the year. Minnetonka has not played in overtime as yet. And North Wright County's record is 1 win, no losses, and a tie. The teams will change ends again. North Wright County will work left to right, and it's a long change here. And by that I mean the defensive zone is behind these teams. They attack towards their benches, so it's like the second period. So getting a line change means you got to make that extra skate, 10, 15 yards to get to the bench. When the puck is trapped in your zone, can look like quite a distance. Overtime is underway. Bonus hockey here from STMA Arena. Into the rafters and out of play. Face-off is coming up in the Minnetonka zone to the left of Bryn Dulac. Shots are 28-21. FVP MVP will be selected after the game. Could be quite literally anybody at this point. Play in the Minnetonka zone from the face-off tip to the right point and held in by Kiono, who plays it down behind the goal. A little bit too far for Bergerie. Now Gilday in the right corner plays it ahead, held in at the left point, and there's a shot right on by Finnerty in a face-off as Dulac makes the stick save. That takes 30 seconds away from our overtime. Their losses, as we have mentioned, have come to the number 1 and 2 teams in our staff poll at Youth Hockey Hub and over Andy Dyna. Now play to the left point, held in, and it doesn't get through. A shot taken there by Martin. And now loose, and a stick save by Dulac comes off to the right boards. Mells plays it, and now it's Gilday in control for Minnetonka. Pass to the left side is on the wrong side of Alvarez. And back deep for it is Christensen in the right corner for North Wright County. Callie Christensen, the 5th defender. They're trying to rotate 5 through. Here's back the puck through to the near side. They're trying to roll 5 defenders tonight. And now here's Baskin. The net comes out the left side. Baskin still in possession. Leaves it for Mells in the corner. Now behind the net, Sedura tries to center. That's deflected, and it's on the dasher. Comes down to center, and now here comes North Wright County. A pass up the middle. Skelton going in is tied up, and a penalty is coming on Lisa LaRoche. And it is going to be a holding penalty and an overtime power play for North Wright County. LaRoche really all she could do there. You can't give up the breakaway, clearly. Time of the penalty is 1:34 of overtime. Third power play for North Wright County and a chance to send their fans home happy. They win the face-off. Here's a shot over the top of the goal. Now Bergerie off the wing boards tries to center. Comes to her along the near boards. And now picked up and fed over to the far boards. Skelton in control. Minute 40 on the power play. Comes to the right point to Martin. Bergerie along the boards. Comes out of the circle. Bergerie shoots and a save. Well covered, and a face-off coming up in the Minnetonka zone. .129 remaining in the power play. North Wright County in control. Here's a shot, a toe save by Dulac on Martin, and they can't get out. Now here is Skelton behind the goal, feeding it over to Finnerty. Out of the corner, centers it, and it's loose at the right edge, and Nicholson, controlling for Minnetonka, reverses around to the left. 5.5 minutes to go in the overtime, 1:04 power play. And now a centering pass is broken up at the left edge, and Minnetonka clears. Is getting that change now, and a long pass is tipped in by Lemke, who chases after it. But getting there first is Sorensen in the left corner for the Skippers with 5:10 to go. Played to the right point. It gets past the defender Martin, and here's a race for it as Bayless will go back along with Skelton, who's had a long shift. He's been out there for the whole power play. And now in the right corner, Mells is beaten to the puck in the right corner, and Martin swings it around on the far side for Bergerie. And now here comes Finnerty. Comes to the near boards. 15 on the power play. Finnerty still in possession. Feeds it ahead, and it's played on out to center. Here's Skelton, and can't control it. Now the puck is played past Finnerty, hit her right in the ankle, and she adds the head to the bench. Puck comes all the way down the ice, and now the penalty is over on LaRoche. And now it's played to the point, and it's picked up now by Peterson, goes down, and it's now controlled by Keono, gave it away in front of the goal, and now Peterson can't clear it. Peterson now flips to center with 4:09 left time, and now it's played in deep. And lost possession. Helling for Minnetonka plays it ahead, and the Skippers try to come to center. Loose at the red line. It's a little bit ragged now. They're tired as it's played into the zone. And back for it is Dulac to set it up with 3:46 to go. Long pass up the right side, looking for Lacey Martin on a breakaway, and it's going to be an icing instead. We'll go all the way back to the left of Bryn Dulac. Shots are 28-26, which means it's been 5-0 in the overtime for North Wright County. Of course, they've had a power play in this overtime period as well. Now behind the net, Lemke played along the near boards, and Minnetonka brings it to center. Keono turns it back, and now picked up by Mells. Rink wide pass to the right. Gilday tips it. Alvarez has to play it in, and then Gilday holds the zone. Gilday takes it deep. No, check that. Alvarez now banks it off the boards to Baskin over to the near side, and it's LaRoche. Takes a whack from Lemke. Now LaRoche behind the net, centers it, and it comes through to the right point to Baskin with 3:05 left. Baskin backhand pass to the foot goal, and Bourgerie picks it up and plays it out to center. And it in. And we have another penalty coming, and this one's going to go on North Wright County, and Minnetonka will get a power play with 2:53 left in the overtime. And heading to the box for a tripping penalty is Sidney Lemke. Five minutes and 7 seconds of overtime gone. And now they will take their timeout. Kaylin McCauley opting not to take the timeout in the overtime, but will take it now before her team kills a penalty. So this is going to be power play number 4 for Minnetonka. They are 1 for 3 so far. Their second goal, scored by Crawford, was on a power play. 2 goals tonight for Emily Bayless for Minnetonka. And 2 goals for North Wright County's first line, which is Bailey Hoffman, Bourgerie, and Lemke. Now the Skippers go to the power play, and they'll have an offensive zone face-off. See if North Wright County can kill one off here. 2:53 to go. Crawford and Bourgerie on the face-off. Bourgerie wins the draw, comes to the near boards, but Minnetonka controls it. Martin behind the net. To the far board circle, throws it across, and it goes off the heel of Helling's stick. Now behind the net, Martin. Backhands it down, looking for Bayless in the left corner. Back to Martin in the circle. Comes to the... They score! Minnetonka wins! It's the only lead of the game. Power play to end the contest. It comes at 5 minutes and 34 seconds of overtime, and Minnetonka has won the game. The scramble in front, and we'll see who they give that goal to. And we won't leave you until we have the official determination, but Minnetonka has won the game in overtime, 4-3. And our FVP MVP will be whoever scored that goal. So we'll wait for the announcement. Here it is. And it's Kaylee Croft's second goal of the game, so a strong contest season at 5:34 on a power play, and that will do it for us tonight. She is our FVP MVP. Kaylee Crawford, 2 goals, including the game winner. Minnetonka improves to 6-2 on the year. North Wright County drops to 3-3-1, but losses to some good teams. And looks like they're going to be just fine this season if they play it as well as they did tonight. And that'll do it for us here from STMA Arena. Jeff Pape saying thanks for watching. You've enjoyed high school hockey on the Youth Hockey Hub, brought to you by FVP Parts.